Hey there everybody, PT Pop here, all four lobes of my brain securely bound behind my back. And today I'm going to talk about how technology is taking away call center jobs and other jobs within the country. Stay tuned. Watching, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I am your call center survivor. If you're interested in any of my t-shirts, my call center survivor t-shirts and hoodies are available on teespring.com for a really good price. I also have several books. One that would be the most relevant to these videos would be my book, Press One for Murder. A book of fiction about a guy that works in a call center and a variety of his customers turn up dead and the police think that he has something to do with it. Today I want to talk about how technology is going to eliminate and completely remove call centers. Call centers will be done away with because of artificial intelligence and modern day technology. This idea was given to me by one of my viewers, and if I butcher your name, I'm really sorry, but Sherry Yalenthot suggested that I bring this topic up. She suggested I take a look at a presidential candidate by the name of Andrew Yang. This is a gentleman who's running for president, and he's running off of a few premises, but one of his premises to elect him for president is that technology is going to do away with jobs and is doing away with jobs today as we speak. And he has come up with an idea as to how to help the people in the country that are losing their jobs to technology. I'm going to summarize one of his statements that I read, and one of the things he said was, you can't take a coal miner who's lost his job and turn him into a computer programmer. And I'm summarizing, and I don't remember what speech I pulled that from, but he's right. I mean, you've got men and women that work at very blue-collar jobs that have never been to college, who have been working in mines and factories, and the current establishment and the current government makes it seem like it's that simple. You take a guy who's been working in a coal mine, and how are you going to turn him into a computer programmer? And why he used computer programmers, because the entire world, everything in the world is going towards technology. Everything is technology driven now. Cars are, banks are, cashiers are being eliminated by artificial intelligence. The grocery store down the street from me has these little hand scanners you take with you, and you scan the food and you pay for them as you go, and you walk out the store. All the stores are doing this. So eventually, no one's going to have a job. I mean, if you don't have cashiers, the McDonald's and the Burger King down the street from me don't have anybody to take your order. You punch it in on a big giant digital screen, and then you go up and the kid gives you your Big Mac or gives you your salad or whatever. So eventually you won't have cashiers, you won't have bag boys, you won't have cab drivers, you won't have any of this stuff. I mean, crap, the jet airplanes, the 757s that everybody flies around on, they just pretty much put it in autopilot. They have a pre-programmed flight destination, and the plane flies itself to the destination. I think the pilot lands it. Mr. Yang has this thing called what he calls the freedom dividend. And he wants to allocate $1,000 a month and put it into the pockets of every single American here in the country. And the freedom dividend, basically, he got the idea from how I understand it, from what I saw of him on the internet and some of his YouTube videos. He basically was building his freedom dividend model based off of these oil companies in Alaska. The oil companies in Alaska drill for oil, and from their profits, they give the residents of Alaska $1,000 a month, basically to allow them to drill for oil in Alaska. And the oil companies are making hand over fist, and so they don't care. They're just like, here's $1,000. And there's not that many people in Alaska. I don't know how much these companies pay or how much they're spending to pay the people of Alaska to drill, but they're giving the individual residents of Alaska $1,000 a month to subsidize their income, to allow them to put up their oil drilling rigs and things like that. So he got this idea off of this, based off of the fact that technology is taking all the jobs away. Technology is just completely obliterating jobs. Amazon and Facebook and all these big, magnormous companies are just taking away jobs left and right. Mr. Yang states that the big winners are going to be the biggest tech companies like Amazon and Google and Facebook, who are great at not paying a lot of taxes. So the way we pay for universal basic income is by passing a value-added tax, which will get the American public a slice of every Amazon transaction and Google search. So basically, it's kind of like a tax on these mega companies to filter some of the money away from them and put it into the pockets of us, up to $1,000 a month for every American, to give people a definite generated income, because these technology companies are bringing in historical amounts of income based off of the products that they provide. And he feels that since they're taking jobs away, that they should take some of their profits, give it back to the people, since they're not working anymore, because their technology is taking their jobs away. Now, I understand this because I do believe, and as I've said in another video, I truly believe that eventually there will be no more call centers. Call centers now, if you've noticed, when you call into a call center and you want to speak to a live person, you hit 0. And now they make you hit 0 and pound. But if you've noticed, every time you hit 0, it's like, I'm sorry, what did you say? 0. Okay, I'll get somebody on the phone for you right now. Can you tell me what it's about? 0. Well, what was that again? Did you want to call and talk about your bill? 0. 0, 0, 0. And finally you get somebody on the phone from Guam. And, the person you talk to usually doesn't know what the hell you're talking about anyway, so you might as well be talking to the wall or to the computer. But eventually they're going to get rid of the live people. Verizon Wireless just shut down half its call centers around the country and the world. They're just gone. They just laid off and bought out 40,000 employees. So technology is definitely taking away jobs. As far as what Mr. Yang is trying to do, it's a noble idea. It's a good idea, but I don't know how in the world he's going to get people to agree to it. I don't know how he's going to get Facebook and Google and Amazon to go, you know what, Mr. Yang, now that you're president, I think it's a good idea. I want to fork over $1,000 of our income to every person out there. I don't know how they're going to verify that and how they would get them to agree to it. I believe that technology will destroy call centers. You will no longer have call centers because artificial intelligence is going to do away with call centers. Eventually, artificial intelligence is going to be so smart, you're not going to know you're not talking to a live person. You're not going to know that the person on the other end of the phone is a robot. That's how good they are. And so eventually call center jobs will be gone, and that's a massive industry. There's call centers here in Ohio. They're all over New Mexico, California, and Arizona. They're all over Michigan. They employ a lot of people who otherwise probably wouldn't have work. The call center jobs provide a place for people to go who are just out of high school, or people who worked in the fast food industry for years, and they find it's a step up to get out of the fast food industry, to sit at a desk and have people scream at them on the phone all day. These companies are doing away with all of our jobs. They're gone. They're completely gone. Most people don't even need to go into an office anymore. You can just sit here in a little room like this that I've got and work from home. You don't even need to have an office building. There's no need for them anymore. Just think of it. If technology goes as far as you think it can go, they don't need to build these skyscrapers anymore. You don't need to have skyscrapers that go up 100 stories to house millions of people for a company, when they can just be sitting at home in their office, their home office. There's not going to be a need for it. So technology could do away with construction jobs. Technology can do away with infrastructure upgrades in cities. It can do away with phone company jobs, electrical engineering jobs, all the people that go into building a building, engineers, architects, wiring, plumbing, all those people, networking people. It's slowly going to be the point where I think where everybody's going to be working from home. There's not going to be a need to get in your car. Right now I can call up the grocery store and say, I can do it online. I log into my local grocery store and say, bring me half a pound of hamburgers, some turkey, some salad, a couple of apples, and they'll deliver it for like $5. I don't even have to leave the house for anything anymore. There's a few things I have to leave for, but You don't really have to. And so you've got to ask yourself, where are all these jobs going to go? And what is everybody going to do if you can't work? If you can't work at McDonald's and the factory jobs are all gone, and you can't work at the grocery store as a cashier, and you can't work at Burger King flipping burgers anymore. I mean, that's almost practically automated now. Where's everyone going to work? Where? Where's everybody going to go? I mean, he's got a valid point. I mean, if the technology companies are taking everything away, and there's no jobs for anybody, where are people going to make their money? If technology is making everything go away, then they won't need managers. And if you don't need middle management, I mean, they're doing that already. You get rid of millions of middle managers. So what are we all going to do? Become landscapers? I don't know. We can't all be computer programmers and design apps. We can't design new software. I mean, I don't have the focus to do that. I could do it, and I would understand it, but could I actually sit there and do it? No. I tried it with web design. Web design is just grueling boring. It's boring. It's not as bad as talking about insurance and stuff like that, but it was just like, whatever. So I don't know. Thanks, Sherry, for your recommendation. I do agree. I think technology is taking everything away. I don't know where everybody's going to work. I wish Mr. Yang luck with his run for president. But I don't think he's going to make it based off of that one campaign promise alone or his idea. There you have it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.